Hi guys, I am Saul from idealprogramming.com and idealprogramming.tv, and in this video tutorial I'll introduce the CSS language basics and the basic things all you need to know about the CSS. So first, before we get into the CSS part, first you will need to know what actually is CSS. So CSS basically is used for designing the web pages. So I'll first show you some HTML here. So let's start with the basic HTML tag. Now I'll just write head tag and I'll give just this page title as my test CSS. Now I'll just close the head tag and I'll just give some line breaks, and after the head tags, as you know, comes the body tag. I'll just make a paragraph here and I'll just type this is my basic paragraph written in HTML. Now I'll just close the paragraph tag and I'll close the body tag and I'll also close the HTML tag. Now let's test this page. I'll just click on the file button and just select the save as option. Now the save as dialog box will appear and I'll just select the type as all files and change the file name or give it a file name. So I'll just give it a name as example.html, or also you can type html instead of html. Both of these extensions are the same. So I'll just click on the save button and I'll just open my document example.html. So there you see, this is my basic paragraph written in HTML and the title is my test CSS as we have mentioned in the HTML. Now if you have decided to style this document, so there is where CSS comes in, and CSS basically helps you to style your page and decide your presentation of the page, the look of your page, how your web page will appear. So what I'll do is I'll just style this paragraph or select the presentation for this paragraph. So for declaring CSS, what you need to do is you need to go to head tag and just write a new element called style, and you need to mention the attribute which is called type to indicate which language you are using for styling the document. So in this tutorial I'll use CSS, so we will type text CSS and I'll just put the brackets, and remember that this style tag is an empty tag, so you don't need an closing tag and there is no content. No, actually there is content, sorry. So we need to style the paragraph, so give it a line break, give a line break in the notepad file and in the style element. Also just remember to close the style tag. I'll just close in case you forget in the future, so it's a nice practice if you properly close your tags. So now in between the style tag you need to mention which tag you need to style. So in this example we need to style this paragraph, so that is p tag. So what we will do is we will just write the name of the tag without that tag symbols, and this is called the selector which selects the tag, and after you have selected which tag you want to style, in this case it is a paragraph, so p tag. Now make a bracket and type in your CSS. Now CSS has basically some properties like background color and padding, margin, etc. So basically you can style your paragraph or any tag with CSS, but first I'll show you the basic structure of the CSS. So after you have put in this bracket, just make some line breaks and close this bracket. Now what you type between these two brackets is actually your properties you are mentioning for the p tag. So like I said, there are many properties like background color and padding, etc. So in this tutorial I'll just show you the basic CSS, so I'll not talk about the properties, but in other videos, in the part 2 video, I'll show you different properties. So here it is, the basic CSS page, and I'll show you everything again in brief. So first is the HTML tag, then comes the head tag, and in the head tag, as you know, there is title tag nested inside the head tag, and the new tag in which we introduce the CSS is the style tag. And in style tag we need to mention an attribute type which has a value text / CSS, which indicates that this is a CSS language. Note that if you are using JavaScript to style your document or web page, you can, instead of typing text CSS, you can type simply text / JavaScript. And after you close this tag, remember that style is not an empty tag, and it also has a content which is known as CSS. And then give a line break and select the tag which you want to style. In this case it is a paragraph, so I entered P. If for example you wanted to style a heading 1 or the main heading tag, instead of P you could have written H1, and just after that we put a bracket and give some line breaks and close the bracket. So between the two brackets comes the CSS properties, which I'll discuss in next video. So thanks for watching this video, and also remember to close all your tags, body tag, HTML tag. So thanks for watching this video. I'll show you and talk about more CSS in next video. So thanks for watching again.